guys, welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Portsmouth. Now, in the last episode we had our live con game against Chelsea, and I gotta tell you, things didn't go that great, but then what really were we expecting from that game? Not a lot, I gotta tell you. And that's exactly what we got, but you know, we'd won our 2 games before that and looked a lot more confident, and I actually started getting a few goals on the board, especially against Everton, which was just fantastic to see. In our next home game, we really have started to kick on, and I'm so happy. We had 2 home games that were definitely important for us to win. The first of which was against Brighton, and we were superb. I mean, really, really superb. And we have 5 different goal scorers in this game, which made it even better to watch. So firstly, Ali Burrell put us in front on 11 minutes, which was great. Still filling in for Jerome Sinclair, so he's been our first choice for the last little while, and some things are improving with him, which is great to see. He just looks like he's going to be a quality player for us, and he clearly can find the net when he needs to, and that is hugely important for us, and he can dribble with the best of them. Unfortunately, a couple of minutes later, from a corner, unfortunately, Nicholas Hellenius managed to make it 1-1, and it was a shame, but what can you do? Thankfully, within a few minutes, 20 minutes in, lovely ball across, Charlie Musonda, who'd set up Ali Burrell's goal, rolled the ball into Ben Osborne, who thumped in a powerful long-range strike to make it 2-1 to Pompey, and I thought, like, yeah, we have really got some good goals in us this season, and we do. So that made it 2-1 to us, which was just, again, great to see. We really were starting to purr like a fine cat. I don't know what I'm talking about. Then Kieran Griffiths stepped up just before half-time with 37 minutes to just continue to... Look at that, £6.75 million value now at 20 years old. He is a massively good player. I'm over the moon, and he's still got another 4 years left on his contract, which is the key here. Just an absolutely wonderful player, just unbelievable. I think he played a game for Wales as well this month, against Andorra, where, although he didn't score, the Wales won 7-0, and he got 5 assists. 5! He's just unreal. I'm massively happy with him. So yeah, there you go. He's been superb for his country, as you can say, 8.43 rating. Then, just before half-time, Charlie Musonda scored a wonderful free kick to make it 4-1 to Pompey at half-time here. And remember, we got Musonda for, what was it, £500,000? Less than that, probably, I think. And he's already worth now £4 million, which is... We've got lots of money floating around the club, but it's not money I've spent, it's money I could get, and that is what I like to see. Actually, his first league goal of the season, but he had a great game in that one. He got 2 assists for those 2 goals, and scored. Then in the second half, things kind of... We didn't exactly lift off, per se. It's just Brighton sort of managed to squash us. They managed to sort of stop the rot a little bit. Hellenius' second goal was crap, because... a ball was crossed in, and we had 3 defenders surrounding Hellenius. They all jumped, and somehow he won the header out of literally all 3 of them went with him, and somehow he managed to win the header cleanly and score. Little bit annoying, because I didn't think they really deserved it. I mean, if you actually look at the amount of shots they had in this game. And then thankfully we got ourselves a penalty in the 90th minute to sort of earn ourselves back. Maybe a little bit lucky, that one, but Watmore scored it, and it made it 5-2 to Pompey. And look at that. I mean, only 2 clear-cut chances, 3 half chances. We definitely deserve to win the game, and that's the key here. We're putting our chances away, and this system is looking pretty dominant at home. You know, 5-0 over Everton, 5-2 over Brighton. Suddenly there are goals in this team, and that is what I like to see. Next up, we had a home game against Reading, and Reading are really, really struggling this year. And frankly, we did not play well against them. I gotta say, we did not play well, and we were very, very lucky to get away with this one. Luckily... I don't know why, though, because their system wasn't that much different to Brighton. They just seemed to have a really good game and just couldn't find the net. That was the main problem. Backman was absolutely phenomenal in this game for us, hence why he was man of the match in the end. And he deserved it, because he did. They certainly had some decent chances. That's not the right one. Match stats. Oh, I say that. I mean, to me, they were decent chances. They obviously didn't count as clear cuts, but he made some top saves, in my mind. Luckily, Sam Mantum, it was a great goal, actually, to win us the game. The ball was played up to Ali Burrell, who slid it into the channel for Jed Wallace. Wallace with the first time cross, and Manta making the run from midfield in at the far post. And he came as a substitute in this game. As you can see, I also had to bring on Luke Raleigh. Now, the one thing I do need to talk about is something that happened this month that is quite bad. So basically, a couple of people are saying, you know, you need to be careful with Ivancic and not play him too much, which is why, for the Brighton game, basically, he didn't play. Like, he could have played in the midfield, but instead we moved Musonda into attacking midfield and had Osborne and Griffiths sitting in there. And I basically rested Ivancic. He did come on late on in the game, I'm guessing, in the second half at some point, but very, very late on, if I recall. So, just trying to ease him back into things a bit. But so basically, what happened then was he went away on international duty with Croatia. This was the under-19s, I think, although he does play for the under-21s as well. And he tore his fucking hamstring, which means that now he's going to be out for 3 months. So we're going to be missing him until sort of early next year, which is a massive ball ache. I can't believe that he got injured like that on international duty, no less. So it's not even something I could do anything about by not playing him in the game. It's just, really, really annoying, because it was completely out of my hands, and now we're missing him for 3 months, which does suck. Also, Kevin McAvoy is now fully fit again, would you believe? Even though in, like, August, like quite late August, when he actually got, well, not mid-August when he got this injury, they said 4 months. Yeah, we can't register him again until January. He can't play in any games for the entirety of December. So that's fun as well. He's back a lot earlier than I thought, and now we can't play him, which is irritating again. But yeah, basically all of that leaves us here. We are 7th in the Premier League, 18 points from 11 games, which is absolutely insane. And with the way things are going and the way we're looking against teams at home, certainly slightly weaker sides at home, comparatively speaking, I personally think that we're going to have no trouble staying up in this league. We're suddenly finding goals from all over the place. And, I mean, you actually look at it, we're actually tied in 5th spot with QPR and Spurs, just goal differences keeping us down there, and goals scored in the case of QPR. Brighton, bear in mind, we beat Brighton 5-2, and look at the result at the start of the season they've actually had. They've won 5 games so far and are on 15 points. Admittedly, they've actually lost 6, so they're a bit hit and miss. Hence their negative goal difference, it would seem. We've been okay for that as well. Only 14 goals conceded in our first 11 games, which is actually not that bad when you look at it. So yeah, we are actually 9 points clear of the relegation zone at the moment, thanks to beating Reading. And you'll note that Palace, who are the only side, their only win this season came against us. So yeah, their 5-3-2 does not work against many teams, it would seem. They are having an absolutely woeful time of it. And yeah, so let's have a little look at the squad before we get into today's game against Swansea. So top goal scorer, of course, is Kieran Griffiths at the moment with 6, because Sinclair and Burrell have had to kind of alternate their play. Assists-wise, that's Jed Wallace and Musonda with 4 apiece. Interesting that Jed Wallace has not yet really taken stake to claim to being as good as he can be in the Premier League yet. Player of the match, Jeremy Sinclair with 2. Pass rating, of course, that is, well, Torres Crespo, Ivancic. Some players have got some decent pass ratings there. Yellow cards, Ivancic is 1 away from getting a suspension, but he's going to be injured for so long now that it's going to be probably fun to be past the amnesty on those by the time he comes back. Red cards, Watmore and Webster, of course, 1 each. Average rating, still Jed Wallace. Yeah, so basically that's going to get us into today's game. Now let's just see what kind of system Swansea are playing. A 4-4-1-1. Now, basically the decision I have to make here is whether or not to go with our more dominant style tactic, basically, and try and just go for the win here at the Liberty Stadium, because I've shown lately, especially without Ivancic available to play that defensive mid role, we'd have to put Chinaz in there, and I'd rather play a stronger team. So today, and look at that, capacity-wise, they are, Jesus, not having a great time there. And bear in mind, Swansea are not doing well in the league at the moment. It's important to point out that they are, well, they've done all right, they must have won the last game, but they're still further down than we are, so I feel that they are there for the taking, potentially. So I'm going to stick with this system, because we don't have Ivancic to play in that role, and this is the one that's given us the most success. You know, we won the away game at Sunderland playing this system as well. So I think maybe today, do we want Sinclair back in? Or do we want Burrell? Burrell could probably do with a bit of a break. Plus, he's, despite, let's just see, who else have we got available? As you can see, McAvoy, he's not fully match fit yet. But he's getting there, but you just can't play at the moment. It's annoying. I've got to tell you, it's annoying. But we're still looking okay. So Musonda would have to play on the left again here. Where's Shrug? Where is Stefan Shrug? Oh, he's on the bench. Is he a bit knackered? Griffiths, Mantum. Yeah, that might have to do. I prefer to have someone like Shrug there, but I'm just wondering, maybe we should put Musonda there, actually. Just see, is Shrug any better than Musonda in that position? Is actually worse. No, I'll just revert that back, actually. We'll put Musonda in there for today. He's not the best at that position, as you can see. I'd like to have someone with a little bit more, but at the moment, McAvoy he can't physically play for us, which is annoying. So yeah, let's get into this game, and hopefully we can come up with something awesome at the Liberty Stadium and take ourselves to a whole new level of greatness. That is the aim of today's episode, but really, if we got anything from the game, it would be a great result for us. We are actually the favourites, surprisingly. Olivier Giroud up front. Oh, I forgot that Swansea have got some crazy players, haven't they? Not crazy players, but crazy. Well, they did before. I swear we played them one time before, or am I thinking of someone else? Right, let's get this going. It'd be nice to see Jerome Sinclair net a few goals on his sort of comeback here, because if you look, he's got 5 goals and 8 starts, which isn't actually a bad record. If he could net a couple for us today, that'd be great. Take a few more long shots. Have to see how he does. Let's just see how we do here. I'm just curious to see whether we can try and dominate teams like this away from home using this system, or whether because they're trying to impose themselves on us, it might catch us out a little bit. I'm just curious, basically. That's the sort of test I'm putting in for us today, because it's a game that I feel we can win, and I'd like to see if we're capable of winning it using this system rather than our defensive midfield style. I feel more comfortable doing it today like this, purely because we don't have Ivancic to play in that role. And we won't have for quite some time. So obviously we can't play this system every game because we'd get absolutely battered by some of the bigger sides. Oh, Musonda, that's some lovely play from Pompey. Oh, that is... Oh, wow. Kieran Griffiths, 7th league goal of the season, and Pompey lead at Liberty Stadium after 4 minutes by a 1-0. A goal that would move us up into 5th and only a point behind Man United. I don't know where this form is coming from, but it must be this tactic. It's just... Against a sort of 4-4-2, or 4-4-1-1 for that matter, since it's essentially a 4-4-2 with a player dropped off, it doesn't seem to really affect us going forward. It just affects us defensively slightly. Lovely work here. Lovely little knockdown there. Musonda with a beautiful ball, and Kieran Griffiths scores another goal. He just cannot stop scoring goals. That's his 7th goal of the season, and I'm pretty sure they've all come in the league. That's incredible. And here we go again, Yanko. With the throw-in, a lovely knockdown here, and it's Wallace knocks it across for Sinclair. When he got the strike away, Musonda, and it's come back to Osborne, and 2 more good chances for Pompey there. We probably should have had a second goal, but I tell you, Wallace! Wow, what a start! More like this, please. We need a second goal though. That is the key here. We've played absolutely stunningly well in this first 20 minutes, and really should have a second goal. I mean, look at these stats. They've not had a single shot yet. Oh, there's the first shot. But we've been superb for the... Oh, great. What have they changed? Because we needed to have a second goal there. There was no excuse for not scoring a second one. We had some really good opportunities. How far up the pitch is their goalkeeper? Jesus. Come on, get out to it, get out to it. Well done, Ben. Musonda with the long ball, perhaps? Just don't play a silly pass and lose the ball. Musonda's very good at cutting inside there. Knocks it over the top for Sinclair, but nobody's there. And... I really don't want to concede a goal right now, because we've started this game so well and should be at least 2 goals up. 1 goal is fine. It's good to be in front, but really, we should be... Oh, hello, Sinclair's through, but will he knock it into the channel? He does! Kieran Griffiths! Oh, he is just on fire lately. He gets into so many good positions. He's getting more and more accustomed to playing in that role. And he can play slightly deeper as well. He's just a wonderful, wonderful player to have. Griffiths again, oh, that's really poor from him. But again, another big chance. Need to make it 2-0 at some point in this game before Swansea find out what they're going to do and start changing things up, which you can clearly say they've done now. They've done something, but we do still lead 1-0. They've not had a chance yet, though. As much as they've had those shots, they've not had a chance in this game. And, if we win this too, this would be brilliant. And you can clearly see what the sort of tactic we've been playing in the last few games. You can see that it's been working. This is exactly what happened in the last few games, except that we were able to put our chances away in those games. And this might be one of those annoying games that comes along where, in the last few games, we've not had that many chances, but we've scored the goals. In today's game, we've had, more than enough chances to get plenty. Oh, hello. What? That looked like it was going to be a decent chance. We've had more than enough chances in today's game to get 2 or 3 goals already, and we've not taken the chances, and that is worrying because look at that. I mean, no chances at all for them yet, but it's still worrying when you see them start playing like that. Newcastle are absolutely thumping Sunderland in the time we're Derby. We're going to make some changes around about 65 minutes. Oh, is that a throw-in? Yeah, it is. Okay, Wallace. Go on. Long throw time. Yanko knocks the ball in. Musonda! 2-0 at the Liberty. Swansea City 0, Pompey 2. And this is what I mean. the chances we're taking our I mean, okay, we should have maybe more goals today, but the point is we're 2 goals to the good now, 25 minutes to go, and we look solid at the back. Lovely work. Oh, back heel from Wallace there. Yanko whips it in. Musonda takes a touch and then fires it home. Goalkeeper's positioning was quite poor on that, but look at the lack of people here in the game. And we just keep on playing. I'm at a loss as to explain how we've been playing so well. Right, Burrell is going to come on here because I just feel like he can make a bit of an impact. He can run them, and they won't like that. What else have we got on the bench to even try and bring into this game? There's not really a lot of option. Charlie no. Who's not playing? They're all relatively fit. Ben Osborne is sort of the weakest link in terms of that. So what I'll probably do is I'll bring off Osborne. In terms of fitness, that's the only thing I can think of here, and bring on Crespo, because he's done alright for us at times this season. Crespo, he's useful to have. He's sort of more of a super sub. He has a good impact, and he can hit long shots, which is kind of what I like to see from him. I might have put an instruction on him to shoot more if I can, actually. That might be... Let me just see if I actually can do that, or whether I've already got that. I know I do this sometimes in games, but I might just put a special instruction that only applies to Torres Crespo when he's playing. See if I can encourage him to shoot more. But winning midfielders, no instructions on him at all. Shoot more often, that's better. Yeah, I'd be interested to see if that works, because he does have 15 long shots. So that would be quite an interesting thing to see, because he can really thump them from long range. And if we could get a couple of those, it might be a useful instruction to have on him when he actually plays for us. Wallace, corner whipped in. Oh, we love a good corner. We were so good from corners against Everton. Griffiths, all the way back to Wallace. First time cross, perhaps. Knocks it in. Cleared away. Crespo brings it down. And Griffiths with the strike. And it's... Kieran Griffiths. Remember that name, because I sense he could end up becoming a legend of this series. Swansea City 0, Portsmouth 3. It's a lovely cross from Wallace there. Very nearly won, but it's the way Torres Crespo brings that down first time, and Griffiths just thinks, well, pop that in the net. Swansea 0, Pompey 3, and we are absolutely destroying teams at the moment. They had their little moment in this game, Swansea, but it's just been... They've been turned to dust in front of goal. That's the key for us. And, oh, don't let... Is that Charlie Austin? Good to see him playing. He's got a hat-trick today in real life, so fair play to him. He's having a cracking season for QPR. Can win the ball. There's 3 of them around. Oh, and Musonda's won it here. Griffiths, and look at the way Burrell's pulled off here. That is wonderful centre-forward play from Ali Burrell. Oh, shame about the finish, though. There was actually some really great positioning from Burrell to win that ball and break on them like that. But I think that's what's happening now. We're just sitting back and taking the breaks as they come, and that's surely what... Oh, what a save from Bachmann. Not only are we scoring goals, but Bachmann is saving us when he needs to, and that is nice to see. We've got a goalkeeper that I can trust. And that is a very rare thing on Football Manager at the moment. Bachmann has saved our arse many a time, and we're actually keeping clean sheets in games and all kinds of things that you just rarely ever see. So the game is definitely going to be won by us, but I would like to try and keep the clean sheet as well if we can. And make that 3 wins out of 3 this month. That would be bloody fantastic. Not only 3 wins out of 3, but 5 wins out of 6 in the league. The only defeat in there would be the defeat against Chelsea, which would be pretty impressive. And only 1 defeat in like 7 or something. Very good little run to go on, and it's pretty much going to give us a lot, halfway to our sort of overall yearly points tally. Like, I'm aiming for sort of 38, 40 points, but we'll be halfway there already if we win this game, which we're obviously going to. Musonda, Burrell's in all kinds of space here. Musonda drops it in for him, but Burrell's probably not going to be able to... Oh, he's just going to run, unless he can pick out a pass. Maybe he can, actually. Or will he shoot? Oh, good effort. You know, we probably could have had even more goals in today's game, but I'm not getting greedy about it. A 3-0 win away from home in the Premier... Oh dear. That was a hilariously poor effort there from Jack Watmore, but I am not complaining right now. It's kept the ball up there, and we're on 21 points after 12 games, is it? I don't even care. Point is, this system clearly works brilliantly away from home, and Kieran Griffiths has got 8 goals this season already. He's an absolute goal machine. I'm in shock as to how many goals. 2 against Everton. 3 against Everton. Now 2 tonight. And let's into the channel here for Burrell. Knocks it around the corner for Musonda, and it's a good tackle. But, you know, we're creating some great opportunities. And from set pieces, we look dangerous. We just look dangerous. I'm ecstatic with the way things are going for us in the Premier League now, guys. I think we're going to have no trouble staying up if we carry on playing like this. Griffiths, legendary play from him. He's getting scary good now. Genuinely. Oh, what? That wasn't what I was looking at at all. Whoa, Ivančić is our key player, apparently. That doesn't make any sense. I just wanted to see, like, I wanted to see if his value would have gone up based on that one game, but 5 goals in the league, yeah. Although that might well be before. I think that might actually be 7 goals in the league and 1 other goal, because I don't think that counts the goals he scored today. It can't do. So, massively happy with that. And we've got a home game next against Stoke, which, you know, for all I know, that could be a winnable match for us as well if we keep playing this way. I'm in shock as to how well we're playing, and it is so great to see. He just, like I said in the last episode, he gets better and better and better, and I'm at a loss to know when that's going to stop. So, guys, let's just take a little look at the table. And that leaves us in 5th, would you believe? 12 points clear of the relegation zone now, so yeah, looking pretty safe on that front. Actually closer to the title race at the moment than that. Obviously, that's not even something I'm even considering, of course, because it's our first season of the Premier League. There you go, 7 league goals for Kieran Griffiths. Unbelievable. Holding on to this lad is going to be the struggle, more than anything. He just looks fantastic. £500 he cost us. £500 from Port Talbot. 25 goals in 121 games for us. 27 assists as well. 19 man of the matches. He's just been an absolute revelation of a player in his career for us so far. And I can't wait to see what else it holds for him, because he's a player I want to keep at the club for the entire save. I really do. Like, seriously, if we can eventually win the Champions League or something, and he's a part of it, I would genuinely get a Pompey shirt, if I could, with Griffiths and his number on the back of it, and genuinely hang that on the wall as like, yes, we did it, and he was part of it. I will do that if that's the case. If I can get personal, I don't know if you can still get personalised Pompey shirts. If anyone knows that, let me know in the comments. So yeah, let's just see what our live con will be for the next month. It's December, so it's a bit of a thick and fast kind of game, and the live con will actually be against Arsenal. But we've got a lot of games to play in the next month. Christ on a bike. We've gone from sort of having 3 or 4 at the most to 7. And that could lead us all kinds, because we've got some really tough games. Stoke away, Stoke at home, that's our lot. That's really important that we do win that. Because then Spurs away, Man United at home, Newcastle away, still difficult, Liverpool at home, QPR away, and Arsenal at home. All very, very tough games. That run of 6 games, if we take any points from there, I'd be happy, basically. And that will lead us up to the nice halfway stage of the season. So yeah, the Arsenal game will be the live com in the next episode. So guys, if you like what you've seen, please feel free to drop a like on the video, and if you'd like to even more than that, please feel free to subscribe to my channel for more Portsmouth and Sleeping Giants in your inbox every single day at 5:30 and 8 o'clock. And I will see you guys in the next episode for the Arsenal game. Bye-bye.